Welcome back to TENTHisle Gaming. My name is Ryan, and I hope this video finds you well. And of course, you guessed it, we're back in Boundless, and this is a special video. As you can see by the title, we have some things to talk about regarding releases and the potential future and roadmap for this beautiful game that we've all come to know and love. It's been a real big part of this channel and other things that I do. I've made great friends in this game and really enjoyed my time. So it was recommended in a previous video that we put on the channel that maybe we talk about releases, and I felt like maybe we would talk about where the game started since release at least, and kind of what's happened up to now. It's been a pretty crazy journey, so let's take a look at a little bit of the releases that we've had since the launch of Boundless in 2018. Alright, here we are on the Boundless forums, a place where you can go and find out all kinds of information, talk to different people about different topics regarding Boundless and its bountiful world. However, today, I thought it would be smart to run through the releases. You can see all the releases here, starting back to release. This back to August 18th. Just to show how many releases there actually have been. We'll scroll up through these, but remember, this game launched in September, officially, of 2018. For early access backers, it launched actually in August, but it went fully live to the world in September 2018, so we're coming up on 2 years here. Very exciting stuff. But as we look through here, you can see things that have been added: aim assist and mass, decorative props, quality of life fixes, quite a bit of those, bomb augments, atlases, signs, body paint, LED blocks, guilds. That was a huge one. I remember that one. We were very much anticipating that. Poles and beams, guild buffs, advanced blocks, global chat, exoworlds. Only in March of 2019, exoworlds, Blink, Rift, and Umbris. The crucimeter, literal forging, farming. The big want of farming. That only happened 1 year ago. Man, how time flies, huh? Decorative crops, window panes, lattice frames. I use lattice a ton. Haven't even had that for a full year. Closed storage, chiselable glass. Maybe the most influential thing for me personally, because I love glass features in my builds. This happened in November of just last year, 2019. Crazy. Gleam Bear Racing, Holiday Stability, Ortmas, Love Struck events, like all these things we've come to love. And we go to Beacon Reclaims, Smarter Stacks and Stability, and that's where we're at. So we go the whole way back. We're up to 244. I went back there, I believe it was to 197. So in a 2-year span, we've had a number of quality fixes and quite a few features added to this game. I'd like to remind people, as we've looked through this here, that this game is being developed by a relatively small team. Dedicated team, but a small team nonetheless. I'm surprised and actually pretty impressed that they were able to get this many in this span of time, knowing all of the complexity and, well, really the things that could go wrong with a game on this scale. It's very impressive. While we have many impressive things that have happened in this game, let's talk about one of the most frequent topics, and I'm not sure if this has really been answered or not. I have to dig in as we go through here, but what's the roadmap for this game? It, as you can see here, is a pretty popular topic, at least it has been over the course of the last 2 years or so. It's kind of crazy. So we had a roadmap to launch. We really haven't had a roadmap much past farming. Where is the roadmap? As of 26 days ago, we had a topic on here. Is, or even back in May, is there a development roadmap? Balanced roadmap? This is a common thing in this game and across the community. Where is this game going? We saw where the game has been. All the things have been added in. But people want to know where this game is going. I am with the community on this. Where is the game going? Well, the next thing on the agenda would of course be rental planets. This is the rumored next release, and who knows, even at the time of this video, only time will tell if rental planets has become a thing. I can tell you, just in our guild Discord, it is one of the most talked about things as of late, because many people want to terraform their own planet in an effort to build their creations and just kind of see what that all has in store. Now we're waiting on full details for rental planets, but they will, as the name suggests, require some money in exchange for a planet of your own, which seems kind of cool, because I'd be down for that. It'd be nice to experience a planet with, just a group or guild or whatever it is. I think it'd be cool to see different people's creations, as we've seen in the game with people's builds. But clearly, as we can see on the screen here, there are many questions about when this will happen and what rental planets will actually look like. So we don't know for sure when this is going to happen. Again, by the time this video comes out, maybe this is already a thing. I think probably not, but this is where the game is going. Now, let's definitely look into some other things that have come up. This isn't official, but this is one of my favorite posts here on the forums. A poll, when do you think the next big live update will be released? And kind of referencing that, yes, Reynolds first, but that's a tiny update compared to the one after it. 2 years after release, it has supposedly Titans, Dungeons, Warp Wraiths, Groundmaster Shields, Melee. We've seen Shields and the Hunter and all kinds of different things rumored to be added to the game at some point, even Exos and all that. Everyone's kind of clamoring and wanting and anticipating what is going to happen next in this game. So I encourage you guys down in the comments below, what do you think's going to happen next in this game? We've got plenty of people talking about it here on the forums about what is going to happen next. I don't know. I really, really genuinely don't have a clue what we're going to see. But some people think maybe the game's kind of at the point that it's at, and it's not going to go any further. We don't really know where this is going to go. But this was the poll, and that response down there that we showed was one of those that is the more optimistic that I've seen. But we've got a whole poll of them here, when the next patch is going to be. So things like this pop up from time to time on the forums because people want to know what is happening next in this game that we love so much. I can tell you that I don't know. I only know what has been rumored. We know we're potentially getting these rental planets sooner than later, so that's interesting, with that being the next thing out. Who knows what's to come after that? Maybe something really crazy, like a Titan or a dungeon release. Who's to say? And we'll leave this on maybe a sturdy but final note here. How will rental planets bring a community together? This is a recent post as of just a couple of days ago, and it has gotten some pretty interesting responses, because this is one of those things that's going to be added to the game that could change how things go, but not in the way you think. I actually like a lot of the responses to this. One of my favorites, in that it says rental servers won't really remove anyone from the live universe. They will still be there. They will still be involved in our economy if they want to. They will still be going on big hunts to fuel their portals. They just won't have to deal with the constant people issues cropping up around their builds, and if they choose not to. Can't wait for some of the theme builds that people have wanted to build for years, but always had someone build a giant gleam tower or a floating mall, workshop, empty platform right next to it and ruin the immersion. Also have the feeling you will be able to go on many of the rental planets. Quite a few of us aren't planning on closing them off to visitors, just to people who wish to plot there. Any luck, this will stop the issue of people constantly finding resources plotted off. So, while this person is definitely a friend of mine through the community, I actually think this is how this is going to go down. I know quite a few people that are going to rent planets for this specific purpose, to build their grand creations, and this is how I foresee Boundless going in the future. Everything that's added will be community focused, as it has been. So stop the worrying. Everything will be fine. This game is still here, almost 2 years after release, where we've had so many things go into the game. I think the community will be just fine. The community will be as wonderful as it always has been. So that's going to do it for this video here. This is just my opinion. I'm sure you guys will have plenty to say down in those comments below, and I look forward to reading them. Know that this game will continue on as long as we continue on talking about it and enjoying the experience. I look forward to updates in the future. I wish there were, as always, a few more and a little bit more transparency, but with a game that's kind of ever growing and to this scale, who knows what the future holds. I have a pretty optimistic outlook, even though I don't always show it all the time. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Stay safe, stay awesome, and I hope to see you soon.